Suzuki Baleno. I think this car belongs in the I hate to love it category. It's not really striking and it's not really dull, so it's just okay. With all things considered, you can't really hate it. So please join us as we take this car on a realistic daily commute. The commute is to test out the fuel consumption of the car over a small trip, also to test out the NVH of the car and the general feel while you're inside the vehicle. Beginning the trip, we reset the fuel consumption gauge to 0. Consider this as your daily commute to work or taking the kids to school. As you can see, the trip is about 49 kilometers. Let's also imagine that you're an early bird. You always beat the traffic because on this trip there was no one on the road. Traffic was free flowing. Factors to consider on the trip. Number 1, only 2 adult occupants were in the car. The car has an automatic transmission. And number 3, the aircon was not switched on throughout the whole trip. This car also holds decent numbers when it comes to performance. It has a 1.5 liter engine which produces 77 kilowatts and 138 newton meters. Suzuki claims an average fuel consumption of 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers. As you can see, we were doing 5.81 liters per 100 kilometers, which is quite good for an automatic car. One thing to also mention is that the car has a 37-liter fuel tank. Just as a side note, I have observed that in most Suzuki models, the fuel consumption versus the fuel tank do not equate to the kilometers that one covers. But I am yet to do a proper trip in this car to fully observe if that is the case. As you've seen already, the car comes with wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But Suzuki will soon update the system that all their cars will be wireless. As far as comfort goes, I can easily give this car a 7. It takes on undulations and road indentations very well. I'm quite impressed. Wind noise is very minimal, so much that you can hear yourself talk easily. On a smooth road like this, the tire noise is also very minimal. The noise that you may find irritating comes when you abruptly press on the accelerator and you hear the droning noise coming from the engine when you are trying to overtake or gain some speed in slow moving traffic. But all in all, the car does get up to speed in no time. Just don't press on the accelerator too hard, because the noise is really irritating. Just ride the accelerator nicely and the car will pick up speed smoothly. Keeping to the speed limit, we easily achieved the 5.7 liter per 100 kilometer fuel consumption. Checking out the back seats, the seats are comfortable and spacious. There's enough space to sit 3 adults comfortably, and enough space to put a baby seat. Some of you may have already noticed that currently we're on the R21 leading towards OR Tambo International Airport. The road is in a very bad condition, so on roads like these, the tire noise just becomes worse. Like you literally have to turn up the volume on the radio in order not to hear the bad noise coming from the tires. Like I said in the beginning, that imagine this as a commute to work or taking the kids to school. As a true commute would have it, we ran into some delays. There was an accident on the road. This brought about a delay of 8 minutes to our destination. Coming from a layman amateur observation, the incident didn't look critical. Soon enough, the road cleared and we were on our way. If you're seeing this road for the first time, this is the road that you take to drop off passengers for departure at the airport. Just a little general knowledge. Terminal A is for international departures. Terminal B is for domestic departures. So if you're dropping off someone who's heading out of the country, you drop them at Terminal A. Otherwise, you continue straight into Terminal B for domestic departures. Now, back to the Suzuki. If you're in the market for an entry-level mid-size hatchback, I don't see why you'd look anywhere else. It may be lacking in power compared to the Polo TSI, but the money versus the car that you get, it beats the Polo hands down. The Polo is just way too expensive, but it is a nicer car, let's not lie. For 268,000 rands, you get into a Baleno GL Automatic. Where else, to get into an automatic for a Polo, you'll have to spend 415,000 rands. As a daily, I cannot fault the Baleno. It's comfortable, no wind noise, no noticeable body roll. It picks up well, it easily catches up to traffic, so I honestly cannot fault it, except for the road noise and engine noise when overtaking. But that's normal in many cars. You won't turn heads on the road, but trust me, your bank account will thank you for getting a Baleno. Our trip concluded here at the airport, and I'm happy to report that the car is quite fuel efficient. The reading stayed at 17.2 kilometers per liter, which is about 5.81 liters per 100 kilometers. So the car is quite fuel efficient, to be honest. Stay tuned for more. I'll be doing a longer trip with this car to do the observation that I mentioned between the fuel tank and the consumption, not giving the accurate kilometers. Thank you for watching.